Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday SitRep. As you can tell by the table in front of us, we have one heck of a rundown this week. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Where to begin?
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, the antenna's down. What?
Oh,
That antenna faked you.
didn't see that coming. Out of nowhere. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of awesome pre-orders, so I'll run through these real quick right here. We have the Swordfish, we have the Spirit of St. Louis, and a 1/350 scale Bismarck. But for more information on these models, let's kick things over to the design room because, well, we should hear about it from the people
who better to hear
put it together. Right, exactly. So let's get over there. All right, so we're checking in here with Mary Wilson because this is kind of an interesting looking aircraft you have sitting on your desk. What exactly are we looking at here?
Yeah, so this is the Spirit of St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
It was designed by Jonah from Plain Bricks.
Mm-hmm.
This is like his fourth maybe model with us.
Cool.
So that's exciting. Yeah, this was like first transatlantic flight. It was like 1920s. And this model really like pretty solid.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So little. And the most interesting thing I think about this plane is the fact that there's no like front windscreen.
I know.
Like apparently he used like there's windows on either side if you can see like under there. And then he used a periscope to like see. I mean, we were talking about this earlier, but like not much air traffic then, so
I suppose
probably wasn't gonna hit anything. But just very very interesting that there's like no screen at all. I was building it and I was like, wait a minute, are we printing a screen? It's like, no, there just isn't one.
Yeah, right. It almost looks like some sort of old school drone or something, some sort of UAV.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it's a fun little kit. We got all like the moving parts necessary to make this a working plane, as well as there's a door on the side, and your minifigs will fit snugly in there. So
Excellent. Very, very cool. Excited to see what the final phase looks like, but here we are in prototype. Mary, thanks so much for checking in. All right, so here we are at the desk of Dan Siskin taking a look at the 1/350 scale Bismarck. Pretty long-awaited build here, I think.
Yeah, this is definitely not mine. I got to work on this with Gregory LeBlanc. He's the designer of this.
Okay.
He makes a lot of ships. You might see him on Instagram. Brick ships.
Okay.
I believe that's it. So this Brick Ship Design is what his handle is on Instagram. This is the Bismarck. As you said, 1/350 scale, so it's the same scale as the Warspite we did in the fall.
Very cool.
Want to do that scale because that's a really common modeling scale, not necessarily one that's done in Lego that often. So, but it lends itself really well. This is the Bismarck. We're doing the Bismarck to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the last battle of the Bismarck fought, the last really major battle the Bismarck fought. So that would coming up in May. Want to give you a chance to build this. The Swordfish goes along with as well. The paint scheme right here may not be totally recognizable for people who have seen classic pictures of Bismarck. Usually there's a big swastika on each end. I don't know if it's how little known fact it is, but they actually changed the paint scheme. Before the last battle, they wanted to make it less conspicuous from the air.
Sure.
Make it more battle worthy. It was less of a propaganda piece at that time, but an actual warship.
Needed to be used.
So they painted over the big swastikas, painted over some of the fancy camouflage, fancy stripes that were on it. They did paint the turrets yellow.
Yeah, that is kind of an interesting look on here, but I like how it adds color.
Right. Yeah, they painted it yellow because if you look at all the World War II aircraft of time, or the German aircraft, they all had yellow wingtips or yellow engine colors. That was for recognition. So they went the anti-aircraft gunners and the other planes wouldn't shoot down their friendlies.
Right.
So they did the same thing with the battleship. I'm not sure if the secondary turrets also had a yellow top, but you can, if you wanted to, replace those pieces.
Yeah, sure, but definitely on the main guns, you get that look.
And the one thing that's missing is all the printed pieces.
Yes, which there's a lot of, and it even comes with a minifigure.
It does. It does come with a minifigure. I have it represented here by our classic...
The classic Ninja, right?
Yeah, our Ninja test build, our test pilot. So that's a portion of what comes with it, but you get a minifig. It's actually the captain of the ship.
Very cool.
So you get the minifig, unique to this kit only. There's like a lot of porthole pieces, a lot of the waterline stuff. There's some of the camouflage stuff. The ensign is also printed. So you will get like, I don't know, it's like 40 or 50 different printed.
Nice. And does this split into a waterline model? Like
Absolutely.
Cool.
Let me see if I can pull this off real quick. You don't have to, like, it's displayed right now. This will be a printed sign. I'll just pull it off. So you can take the bottom off. You can take the stand off. So there you have it. It'll sit. You have to pull these pins out. If you want to do this, display it this way, it'll sit just fine.
Super solid build. You can see by the way you're swinging it around that it's not going to go anywhere.
Well, when Gregory made it, he actually made it solid.
As a brick.
It was so heavy, and I was like, man, if I drop this on my foot, it's going to go right through my foot. So, and that would solid obviously like is expensive.
Right.
It's a lot of bricks. So I actually hollowed it out. Let me pull this thing apart real quick. It's not super easy. Oops, I lost the rudder, just like the real thing. So
Yeah, I love that. That's so satisfying when it
It
breaks.
is a waterline model. It's not like super hard to take apart and put back together.
Right.
But you can see I did hollow it out, which will save you considerably. If I hadn't done that, this probably would have been a couple $100 more.
Yeah,
of
sure.
bricks, both top and bottom.
Well, and you don't
hollowed out.
sacrifice much structural integrity either, because it's still nice and solid. So
right.
that's good.
Gregory made a beautiful model, but he's never made a kit before. So,
Right.
So I had to put my expertise into there. So that's the fun thing working with new designers and people new at this stuff. They learn, I learn.
Right. Turning mocks into kits.
Right, and we just put this all right back. It snaps together fairly easy.
Yeah,
Of
boy,
course,
that's
it's something this
satisfying.
model. It's not a model this size. It's never going to go 100%, but it does stay together pretty well. And you can handle it. You can throw it like a spear if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is sturdy, fairly well designed. All the main turrets rotate easy. The other ones I lock down so they're not like flopping all over the place.
Sure,
They
yeah.
do rotate. You can pose all the smaller guns.
Very, very cool. An excellent design, a very cool build, and obviously a very iconic ship.
Right.
Get yours now on pre-order on brickmania.com. Dan, thanks so much for checking in.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so we are at the desk of Mary Wilson taking a look at the Swordfish designed by TK Productions on Instagram. I love when we have colorful models. This is a beautiful color scheme going on here on this plane, plus little metal fish. Tell me a little bit more about what we're looking at here, Mary.
Yeah, I mean the colors are always so fun. We tried really hard to make sure that we got the right pieces so this kit would be still affordable, because
Sure.
sometimes these pieces can be really expensive. But we got that camo scheme in, which we were both very happy with. Yeah, but overall, this kit, okay, so it's got all of the normal features, like all of these little guys move.
Sure.
We also have, there's room for, you can fit 2 minifigs back here, and then there's also room for the pilot in the front, so you can at least have someone aim the gun in the back. And then kind of like the newest feature we brought to it, because he had this model before, and the thing that we added together was the fact that these wings can fold back.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
It's honestly a really interesting, this is how they stored them on aircraft carriers.
Sure. Boy, that comes together really satisfyingly.
Yeah, the fact that they can just, and it kind of looks ridiculous in real life, I don't know, like you're pulling your hair back into a ponytail, except it's plane wings.
The aircraft version of it? Yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah, and then on the bottom here, there's space to attach this
Yes, the torpedo.
It's a big deal,
Absolutely.
especially since we have the Bismarck.
Well, and I love the scale of it all, just that gigantic bomb underneath it. It just looks cool like that.
Yeah,
So
honestly.
a very, very unique aircraft and an excellent pre-order and a cool one to come together. So go get it now on brickmania.com. Mary, thanks very much for checking in. Now you know more about what's sitting in front of you, which is the purpose of those check-ins.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Some cool stuff. I really, really dig this Bismarck. I mean, it's solid. It's a brick, and also it's got a lot of detail. Swooshable.
I
if
can
you
just
wanted to
imagine it.
swoosh it.
Swishable. That's what they call it. I think.
Swimmable?
Swimmable? Maybe.
Not really, though.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I could see this as a nice fireplace mantelpiece,
So, spoiler alert, Dan's got the Arizona also in the timeline.
Uh-oh.
So if you want to have a couple of awesome 350 scale battleships, start collecting now. Don't expect this Bismarck to hang around long exactly. It does come with a minifig. That's why.
Not that one.
Not that one. It doesn't come with a ninja with a tan hat. Dang it, anyways.
That's the placeholder.
Yes.
Brickmania ninjas. Dan had a giant bucket of those on his desk, so that's
As
why
you can tell by every single kit
that's why
here,
he uses it as a stand-in.
populated by ninjas.
Obviously to a different scale, but we felt it would be cool to include a notable minifigure with this kit.
Yeah, right.
So stay tuned on that one.
Love
or
the
did he go over
collectability
that
of it.
in the check-in? I wasn't there.
No, we don't have a printed
Okay.
one yet, so it's
Okay.
not done. But you can check out the renders on the website
There we go.
and see the minifigure that comes with the Bismarck, because these are all prototypes. So that's how that works for now. But there you have it. 1 350 scale Bismarck. Let's get some glamour shots of the rest of these. Oh,
He's okay.
he went
I did
down.
it again. You can do this as many times as... whoa. Sorry, keep going.
I was going to swap
Stop,
these
stop
out.
distracting this. Let's keep going.
Oh, I apologize, guys. I threw us off track again. All right, let's take a closer look at the swordfish. Okay, glamour shot time. Yeah, look at that. I love it when we have colorful models.
Yeah, this is quite the colorful model. Mm-hmm. It's cool getting these like guest designers in because they'll use like color schemes that aren't as common to the Brickmania repertoire. So it's cool seeing this.
Every single one of these kits by an outside designer.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's something else.
the new era has launched.
That's cool. That's cool seeing Dan kind of reach out to the community, and it's they're helping us out. We're helping them out. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's using the Brickmania platform, which obviously, if it results in models like this, is really cool to see. So happy to have the swordfish in the lineup. All right, now let's move on to the Spirit of St. Louis, which until it has all its printing and some of the stickers and whatnot is a little boring because it's just kind of a gray plane. But
Put that over here. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go.
there we are.
Hey, where's that front window on there?
There's no front window.
There wasn't a front window.
Because he used a periscope to see directly ahead
At nothing. The ocean. Darkness.
at whatever,
How long was that
outside
flight?
of Paris.
You know all the
A
details.
day, yeah,
It was
right.
a day.
So it was in May of 1927.
Wow.
Charles Lindbergh flew the first transatlantic flight from Long Island to a small town just outside of Paris. Not 100% sure of the pronunciation of that, but yeah. He was sponsored by a group of Missouri businessmen, hence the iconic name, Spirit of St. Louis.
There we go.
Yeah.
A very iconic piece of history.
It's a wild looking plane.
Yeah. Especially for the era.
Yeah,
you
right.
know. Very streamlined. That's cool.
Specially modified. Had a whole bunch of cool specs on it. You can read more about it on our website. Make sure to check that out. So it's got some fun play features, etc.
Flick
Working
missiles.
door. You can even put the minifig in there. Flick missiles? You
Does
just
it?
like any reason you
Does
get
it?
to add flick. No,
Where-
it doesn't
where-
have flick missiles.
Is that that
There's
could be
zero firepower on this thing, unfortunately. But don't worry, you got
that
enough in the Bismarck to make
they
up for
are telling us about.
it. What? There was a secret. That's what it was.
That's
It was
my
actually a
conspiracy
military operation. Okay, whatever.
It could be. I don't
Let's
know.
move on to the minifigs that you have to talk about.
Yeah, that's actually you're
That's
correct.
a good idea.
You're correct.
You're right.
I'll stop.
Woo! Modern stealth fighter pilot with an incredible helmet. I mean,
That they're telling us about. Sorry, I can't stop. This is a cutting edge technology helmet on not only in real life, but in the 3D printed realm.
yes.
This is it's fully 3D printed, the visor and the helmet, and then that's a standard Lego kind of breathing mask there.
Great interface.
So in real life, it's got like eye tracking software built into it. It's like you can see through the floor of everything based on where you're looking. It's tracking your eyes. It's crazy. So we're trying to simulate that like look of. It's got these little green lights kind of on your face to help the cameras track your eyes, and so it's simulating that on the head. It's actually kind of funny. It looks like a Jawa from Star Wars.
Star Wars, right? It's a great example of the collaboration between Landon and the 3D print department, though, because that head perfectly interfaces with kind of that like magnified look of the front of that helmet. And
It looks really creepy in real life when you see these like
right.
kind of
Yeah,
bug
if you
eye-
don't know what you're looking at, Google it right now because
Some
it is
bug eyes
a
sticking
cool
through.
looking helmet.
Overall, it's just another survival. There's a flight suit with a survival vest on top of that. Some pouches in the front where they put maps or various other information that they
Snacks.
need. Snacks. Oh, totally. There's pouches all over the place for snacks. Absolutely. I bet every single pouch has a snack in it.
Maybe a sandwich with a little goober on the inside.
Goober. It's got peanut butter and jelly.
Another thing you need to Google. Sorry.
Who needs to Google Goober?
Google goober.
I didn't say that.
Say that 3 times
Let's go.
fast.
Let's finish this up
Sorry,
so we can
I
get
know,
some
I'm
goober.
distracting you.
Okay, this guy. That guy.
Yes, Modern Marine Raider 2. So not V2 in the sense that you should replace your old Modern Marine Raider, but more like the expansion of your squad.
Yeah. And maybe we'll keep this going. We'll see how popular it is. But
We'll see.
We'll
how
see. I mean,
popular it
you know,
is.
my
If
soul-
you're watching this portion of the video yet and you haven't picked up your Modern Marine Raider, you're not getting one.
you're not getting one. You don't even deserve one.
Whoa.
No. Whoa.
Whoa, everybody
got really
deserves
dark
one.
there.
We'll make more. Sorry, it's a little early.
But wow, you didn't. What was that look?
I jimmed the camera.
Let's just only look at the camera now. Wait, we're supposed to look at the camera. Okay, so
They're
this
like,
figure.
talk about the freaking minifig.
So this figure, he's got a jacket on because that's what they wear, I guess.
I love the two-tone.
Yeah,
That was a great switch from the previous one, and
Yep.
they look excellent next to each
Yep.
other.
And when so the whole purpose of it being a second version is that it works the first version and try to get more character across like the whole squad maybe someday, we'll see. But they are all kind of individually tailored to their mission or each like specific person. They'll all be kind of wearing different gear configurations. Wearing woodland camo because they were embedded closely with the Afghan National Army and their commandos. That's the national camouflage of Afghanistan, and that they would be wearing that just to kind of like blend in with the local forces there.
Yeah, of course.
Got the plate carrier. You have hiking boots. Actually, those are like civilian available hiking boots. It's better for that terrain compared to the standard kind of issue.
Army boot? Interesting. Or, Marine boot?
Right,
Military boot?
They're like faster kind of thing. That's
Sure.
the whole philosophy behind it. Is like a hiking boot is a bit more low profile compared to a big heavy duty military boot.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
Yeah, right. So they're going. It's high speed, low drag, man. That's the whole thing.
Speed, low drag.
So he's got, what else has he got? Make sure to pick up that what is it? SCAR?
HAC?
HAC, yes.
Yeah.
The HAC, make sure to pick up the perfect caliber version to go with that
Also available right now.
right now.
Doesn't come with the Modern Marine Raider, but pick up a couple. This has been a long awaited perfect caliber, so
Yeah, for
probably
sure.
another one that odds are is already sold out.
Also, the fast helmet, there's some printing going on in there. There's some patches on either side. What else?
That fast helmet just brings it all
It totally.
together.
I love that. The fast helmet in real life is super cool. It's like totally customizable, just like that uniform. So I think we're kind of just getting started in seeing the different customizations available for this helmet that we can do. And like customizers, I can't wait till it's out in the community more and seeing what they're going to paint on it or something.
Absolutely, yep. And once again, another thing that we do eventually want to offer standalone. We're just not at a place where we have the capacity to do anything outside of complete minifigs.
Yeah, I think there's more details. Just pick up a copy and just check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those minifigs that you can enjoy looking at for quite a while, and obviously will be fun
And
to
it's
play with.
only going to get more cool as we add more figures to the group. So.
Right. Yeah, I love the idea of that kind of expansion. It's not necessarily, we did the modern U.S. tanker. There's more tankers coming out. Those are kind of a V2,
Right.
updated artwork. You swap them out, but this is much more designed to actually interface with the previous version.
Yeah.
So
Well, and even the Afghan commando, like
Right.
he looks just like right at home in that group, which is the whole point, So it's just I'm wanting more and more figures to kind of work together, and this is getting started. I'm excited.
Well, it's a total blast because who doesn't like to have a collection that looks like it's all supposed to be together, or you kind of you group your minifigs with ones that look the same, and so that's totally fun and completely what we're about. So an awesome lineup, one heck of a Friday. Like we mentioned too, the U2 is shipping as well. Let's real quick.
You gonna do this?
Yeah.
Oh man,
You're
I'm
gonna-
backing
It
off.
should be
gonna
tall
get-
enough to rotate over the top of
I'm gonna get
everything.
hit in the face with this thing going around. Gotta
And
back
if
up
we
here.
kick this thing on high speed, we'll just
It's gonna take off.
yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, probably not.
Okay. Hey, this is a model. Mm-hmm. What
The
about
U2
it?
spy plane,
Nice.
very very iconic,
Whoa.
crazy looking aircraft.
Back away.
Playing an important role, actually still to this day.
Yeah.
They still use these things. That's how effective they were as high altitude flyers. So read more about that on the website, obviously. Hopefully one that we'll restock because it did sell out rather quick, but it's a big kit, so we'll need some time to be able to get that one back in the lineup. But there you have it, the U2 spy plane shipping out to everyone who got in on the pre-orders. I've got a couple of things to run down here. Next week, starting on Tuesday, May the 4th, be with you, Lando.
And
Also with you. Yeah,
Also-
right.
peace be upon
Peace be with
you.
you. Yeah, right. Peace off.
Whoa. Whoa.
Anyways, back to the topic at hand. May the 4th kicks off on Tuesday. We are going to have the new heavy blaster from Brick Arms. Not only that, but we are going to do 10% off all Galactic Brick Arms, Star Wars themes, including that heavy blaster. So even if the other guys drop it over the weekend or early, don't pay full price. Wait till Tuesday, get yours 10% off, load up the rest of your minifigs as well, your Star Wars minifigs. And if that's not sweet enough, if you're near a Brickmania retail store, starting on Tuesday, they're also going to have standalone Star Wars minifigures in the minifig case. So you could not only pick up all the Brick Arms that you'd want to for May the 4th there, because the sale does apply to retail as well, but you can pick up the accompanying minifigs to go with it. Sorry, we don't have enough of them to put online, but we got enough to send out to retail stores. So if you're lucky enough to be nearby, make sure you go pick those up. Otherwise, chances are you've got some Star Wars minifigures lying around. Arm them with some more accurate weapons than whatever the heck the sets come with.
Are you talking smack about flick missiles again?
You don't arm a do you arm a minifig with flick?
No, it's the little
launcher thing.
hand cannon thing. It's like a crappy flick missile.
Sure.
See, I said it myself. It's crappy. It's crappy. I know.
So who's throwing shade now, Lando? Anyways, point is, won't need a code, any of that fun stuff. 10% off. It's going to run from Tuesday to Thursday. Take advantage of it. Pick up your Star Wars brick arms and get that new heavy blaster because that thing looks incredible. Well done, Will. Super excited for May the 4th. Who knows? Maybe if we continue, maybe if it's a popular thing, we'll do more May the 4th-y stuff in the future. But this for now. So that kicks off next week. For more information on how you can win this.
Hey, that's mine.
Yeah, right. I took it.
That was the joke.
And now I'm going to give it away to somebody. Yeah,
it's not actually
kind
mine.
of a running joke, but
it's a running joke. So now it's not a running joke because we said it was a joke. So now it's not a joke.
And I'm standing still too.
Yes.
So. Anyways, for more information on the mock contest and also, boy, this episode's gotten out of hand, and also the how you can become a designer for Brickmania using the minikit auditions, check out our blog. That is brickmaniatoys.com. There's also information on the website as well. And we have a new suggestion box. So you can find information on that as well if you want to have your voices be heard.
Tell Dylan and Lando to shut up. Why is that the first suggestion?
Yeah, right. Get on with it!
Get on with it!
Oh,
you guys are the worst.
day.
No, actually, real suggestions.
Yes. And we have a nice way of tracking it all too. So obviously there's going to be a ton. We had like some 2,000 submissions that we were going through, but so you know
we do pay attention to that.
But we do pay attention to it, and we do want to incorporate it into the lineups and stuff. So we will have that up and running, or do have it now up and running. And then remember, next Vault is coming on 5/6. That is next week on Thursday. We have a heck of a lineup, including some sealed discontinued kits, and hopefully some minifigs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to try to have the LERP and the modern Israeli Special Forces.
Very special. Or just Special Forces. Yeah, I hope so. I don't know what's in that lineup because I handed a whole bucket to you.
And I am in charge of the bucket. So we're getting some printing done for those helmets, etc., so that we have those ready to go. But tune in next week a little bit for a closer look at that lineup. And then finally, starting hopefully now, moving on into the future, Brick Warriors. Arriving on brickmania.com.
Yeah.
We got a whole lineup of some of their best sellers showing up. We'll see which ones move, which ones don't, etc. We'll continue to order or whatever, but there will soon be a Brick Warriors section of the website. You can find that under the accessories tab, right next to Brick Arms.
Yeah, it's kind of filling it. It's filling in some of the gaps in our library. So
yeah,
some nice pieces there. So.
Yeah, we use Brick Warriors. I think like we've used their tanker helmets and a couple other things in the past, and so we wanted to carry some more of their lineup because they've got some cool and unique stuff. So making sure that there's never a shortage of things you can get your hands on brickmania.com. Other than that, that's all I have. If you've watched this far, thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all.
You're not going to ask me if I have anything I want to talk about?
I hadn't got there yet because I don't care. No. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, we're done. Stop spinning. We got to be done.
All that for that number. Yep. All right. Bye.